I think I was starting to say, how do you turn towards each other? How do you rely on each other? Sorry, got an interruption, so I'm going to break it up into two videos here till I get more creative and learn how to splice stuff together. So with that, I really think that the most important thing that we can do, one, again, communication is always evolving. It's something that we always have to work on. But how do we keep that open line? How do we talk about what it is we need from our spouse? And she touches on the 5 languages of love. And again, I remember that was something in Engaged Encounter that we went through. What's your love language? If you guys have never done that before, I highly encourage you. You don't necessarily have to read the whole book, but go look it up, because it really does. In the past 9 years, we have brought that up so much in our marriage and had to rely on that. I really think that is something that we've had to remind ourselves. What does our other counterpart need? What does our partner need from us? And sometimes you have to make that effort to give. And that's the biggest thing, though, is that's what we need. We need to be able to come back down to that level. Remember why we fell in love with our spouse, and try to connect even when these big waves hit us and knock us down and we're kind of going through the motions. I would say you've got to start with the communication. You've got to be not afraid to tell the other one what it is that you need, but to do it in such a loving and good place. The second thing is, you've got to learn how to pray as a couple. It seems awkward for some of us. It's, especially if you're not a vocal prayer person. We've talked about this before in past book club. Are you somebody that likes silence? Are you somebody that likes guided prayer and meditation? So praying with your spouse can just seem kind of awkward in some ways, but at the same time, it can be such a beautiful and just calming thing to sit there and pray. And even more so after that, praying as a family and making it a point to get your kids involved. They need to see that. They need to see that you can work through conflict, that you not only are turning towards each other to resolve whatever it is that may be going on. Maybe it is the chaos. It's the struggle of NICU schedules and ball schedules and working a job still and all the other everyday stuff that gets added on in those moments of turmoil. But then how are you also turning to God? Are you asking for his help? Are you thanking him for your blessings? Are you looking for that grace? Are you just throwing your hands up and asking for direction? Are you asking for that neon Post-it note? That's my new thing lately, is instead of the can I get a sign? Can I get a neon Post-it note? Something that's going to stand out. Tell me what it is you want me to do. And so I think that as we go through this, really reflect this chapter on why you fell in love with your spouse. What challenges have you guys been faced with in however many years? You could have only been married a month. Maybe you're not even married yet. Maybe you're engaged and you're working through all these things of where do we live, and what parish are we going to get married in, because those are real life things. And especially if you don't even live in the same, you're not from the same areas. So a couple of these questions I want to pose to you, and I can put these in the comments section. And if you feel like you want to dialogue, please do. Like I said, you can put your answers in there. If you want to message me privately, go for it. But really think about these couple of things. So, one, what is the most important relationship in your life? What are the strengths in that relationship? And what are the challenges in that relationship? And why? Why are they strong? What makes that bond strong? Same thing with the challenge side of it. What makes it a challenge? Does this person lead you to Christ? And how have they led you to Christ? Catherine shares how the big and little things changed her marriage. What challenges do you have that are most important in the relationship, or they're most important to your relationship? Because just because they're a challenge doesn't mean they're not important. Not necessarily in the sense of addressing them, but I mean, it's something that you have to learn to overcome. It's something you have to work at. What are some lessons you've learned as you navigate toward a stronger bond with this person? And then lastly, if you struggle in your relationship, what are some healthy boundaries that you might put in place? So again, maybe it's you're a reactive person and you just have to learn to vocalize to your spouse or to this person and say, hey, I need 10 minutes to cool off before I get into this discussion because I don't want to say something. I don't want to be reactive. I don't want to blow up. So knowing those boundaries, and then maybe it's you need to learn some boundaries or you need to learn some good tools. So put those answers, if you feel comfortable, in the comments. If there were any passages that you highlighted for this chapter, anything that you found inspiring in this chapter, again, feel free to share it with everybody. I have gone on ahead. There's a couple people in the group that either don't use Facebook regularly or they don't have Facebook at all. So I have actually started a YouTube channel. So I will also be posting videos on there. So whichever place you're more comfortable, but I will be sharing. I even got to look. Let me find, what did I do with my phone? Oh, it's on. Hello. That's how I'm recording. That's kind of smart of me, isn't it? So without messing up the video, what I'll do is I'll also post in the comments the channel. I think I've changed it to Joyful Mysteries or Joyful Mysteries Book Club, but I'll get that on there as well. So like I said, I really hope you guys are enjoying the book. I've already gotten some comments and some text from you that you guys are, it's a page turner for you. So I'm so happy. And I hope that this first chapter has been great. You've had a chance to sit down and make quiet time for yourself because hello, self-care. So just enjoy your evening. Everybody stay cool and I will talk to you on Friday. So bye guys.